Of course, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Auto News Review segment of the show that seeks to promote and also analyze the automotive industry across the continent of Africa. Of course, this is still Automotive Drive live on Afric TV. We are live on Facebook, and today we are going to discuss a very important topic today. And of course, I have the Chief Executive Officer of Prime Automobile Company Limited with me, in the name of Mr. Andy AMPAW. Yes, of course, we are going to discuss the Ghana automotive industry, the opportunities the industry presents, and also the challenges as well. So, my boss, you're welcome.
Thank you.
I think you can shift a little bit closer to me. Okay. Once again, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yes, we are live on Facebook, and this is still Automotive Drive, and I'm going to have a great conversation with Mr. Andy AMPAW with regards to the opportunities and the challenges faced of the Ghana automotive industry. Once again, I want to ask to get to know more about the auto industry. How long have you been in the industry?
I've been in the industry for, I think, since 2016,
Okay.
December. Yeah.
So within this period, what is your general overview of the Ghana automotive industry?
Oh, generally it has to do with car selling, importation of cars, general maintenance of cars. It's other stuff that comes with it, you understand? So generally, it's not, Ghana as a country, we're not doing too well in terms of the automobile industry, but I know as it is, in any stage, we'll get there. Gradually, we'll get there.
Okay, I think that's great. And of course, looking at the structure of the automotive industry, I believe that a lot more can be done to ensure that the industry also take its better place as well. Now, you as an industry player, what are some of the challenges you've experienced as you've been in the industry?
Oh, there are so many challenges that we face, and I deal with the importation, and when I import, I sell. So the challenges have to do with, first of all, the import duties. General, that is a general problem for all of us, and the taxes that comes with it. And when it comes to the garage, the sales, you understand. There are times you bring a car that has a very low pace in terms of selling, and also car theft. In Ghana, in as much as you are trying to do your business, there are others who are also trying their best to get away with your car. So that is one thing that we face most in terms of the automobile industry. When you go to any police station, you will find at least more than 20 cases there in every police station with regards to car theft. And those who rent and run away with the car, those who snatch them. A whole lot of things happen in the automobile business that actually affect us going forward. And I know with time we'll be able to plug all these unwholesome attitudes for us to, have a smooth flow of business.
Okay, that's great. And of course, all these challenges that you've mentioned are really issues that a lot of dealers have been mentioning, and of course, as time goes on, we'll be able to find out how we can be able to deal with such issues and all that. Okay, so in the year 2020, Ghana was estimated as one of the most lucrative industry in terms of the automotive industry, gauging the money that could arise from import and all that to up to a tune of $4 billion. And it has been estimated to reach about $11 billion by the year 2026. Looking at this analysis or this data, this thing that the industry is is on a good course in terms of whether it's progressing or it's retrogressing.
Oh, for a fact, I know we are progressing because we have people, now vehicles are no more luxury commodities again. They are necessity. So even somebody will think of buying a car than going to build a house, because of course you use a car to generate revenue for the house. So we have people who own 2-3 cars without even buying a land. People are really jumping into the automobile industry in terms of those who use them for commercial purposes, personal use, and other industrial purposes as well. So, you know, cars is not just about the ones we sell here. There are plants, there are other big machineries that people import for their own factory works. So, as time goes on, the automobile industry, I know with the importation being more and increasing, government also is getting more revenue in terms of duty and taxes and other stuff. So, going forward, I know there's an improvement because every year and every now and then there has been companies who are manufacturing cars every year, irrespective of whether the car is even a kick or not. There is car being manufactured, and the cars are being manufactured, of course, for we the individuals. So for car business and its automobile industry as a whole, it's seen massive improvement with regards to cars being imported and its sales and stuff.
Okay. That's very incredible. And one aspect that you mentioned, which caught my attention, was the fact that you mentioned car manufacturing. We'll come to that aspect later on the show. If you're watching us, this is an Automotive Drive, and of course this is a segment that we seek to analyze the automotive industry proper right here. And of course somebody has asked a question that you mentioned car theft. She's asking whether we can use car tracker to be able to solve some of these challenges. That's from Miss Abba.
You see, there is a saying that whilst the hunter is trying to hit the bird without missing, the bird is also trying to jump without perching. So I had a car in 2019. It was rented and the tracker was removed, and the car has not been seen up to now. I'm not the first and I'll be the last. Tracker is not 100% assurance that your car is safe. Let me put that information out there. A tracker is just for you to know where the car is at a point in time. Anyone who says no tracker, I have a tracker in the car, so I'm safe, is a lie. They are able to take out the tracker without you getting any knowledge or information about the car again. So a tracker is just to let you know if somebody rents a car that I'm going to Accra, you make sure the person is in Accra and that the person is not outside Accra. But if the person wants to take out the tracker, there are people, those who install the tracker themselves know how to do the tracker. So trackers are not 100% safe to say with the tracker my car is safe. No, because there have been a lot of complaints at the police station, as I said, whereby trackers have been disabled in cars without we the users knowing. We realize the car is parked at the place for 10 hours. You go in the car, it's not there, but the tracker is saying you have reached your location. So trackers, they just help us. And at times, in some scenarios, when you have your tracker in your personal car and it is being snatched, since it's not a rental car, they assume there is no tracker. You understand the point?
Yes, I do.
But in Ghana here, all rental cars have trackers. So anyone who snatches or steals a rental car knows how to take out the tracker. But if you have a tracker in your personal car, not for rental, and it's being snatched, quickly you can work on and track the car and get your car back. But for the rental, those who are into rental as well, we at times have 2 or 3 trackers in one car. So before they take out one, when they're taking it out, we try and get them. And then we see how best we can help reduce these car thefts and its other issues.
Okay, and I think car theft will be one of the topics that we will discuss subsequently, and get to know how we can be able to resolve this kind of issue facing auto dealers and of course car users as well. In the meantime, this is still Automotive Drive, and of course this is the auto news. This is the auto industry review, and of course we're discussing the Ghana automotive industry challenges and opportunities. Now, with regards to that, year in, year out, there are a lot of crises that come. Year in, year out, there are a lot of crises that come. Not forgetting that of the serious COVID-19 that hit every industry across the world. Now, let's look at how did the COVID-19 affect the automotive industry in Ghana? With your experience?
With automotive and automobile, it's broad. Which aspect are you talking about? Is it the also import or the car selling in Ghana?
So let's look at the car selling first.
Generally, you see, most people were laid off.
Okay.
if you remember, most people even have to lose their jobs, and some even were trying to even get a 3 square meal.
Okay.
So generally, it reduced the selling of cars in Ghana. However, it increased the sale of Uber cars.
Okay.
Because you see, people then now realize that COVID is real, so we won't go in for commercial software again. So we'll go in for Uber. So those who had one Uber cars tried to get more in order to meet the consumer demands. So, but for private cars and other luxurious cars, it reduced drastically. Yeah, it reduced drastically. But for the Uber cars, there was massive sale. Personally, I had a good sale during that period of Uber cars. Yeah.
That's incredible. So looking at this challenge, you know, the COVID-19 came in to do a lot of good. So in terms of how it came, how has it shaped the industry in terms of doing business within the automotive industry? How has COVID-19 shaped the industry actually?
You see, we are still in COVID era,
Of course.
and it's still taking effect with regards to the car selling. And one thing that you have to know is that as at now we are still paying COVID-19 levy in our import duties. So if it's something we are still paying, it means that it's still there and it still has effects on our personal lives. And with regards to its automobile and its other issues, I think people now have seen the reason why they should get their personal cars, as I said earlier. And therefore, most people are now trying their best, even if not in full payment, they are trying to raise a substantial amount to pay as down payment to get cars to be used privately in order to reduce the pandemic. You understand? Yes. So in all, I think it's causing more good than harm, because people have realized COVID. In this era, we never realized something called pandemic, whereby we will be under lockdown, we will wear nose masks and stuff. People have realized how being isolated is important. So people now go the extra mile to buy their own cars in order to drive on their own to avoid all these stuff. So the automobile industry, as I said, it's doing well as at now. People are really buying the Uber cars, the small cars, and if you are into small cars, you are going to make not a lot of money, but you'll be okay, because after all, the cars won't be packed for a very long time. You understand? Yeah. Unlike the luxury cars that people don't even go. And you know the fuel prices now. The fuel price is very high, and people are really factoring consumption as a key factor in car buying, because if you are buying a car and the consumption is high, you know you're going to buy fuel. So people are really buying cars, saloon 1.8 liters, 1.5, 1.0, 1.3, more and higher than the 2.7, 3.5, 4.0 and stuff. So with how it has affected the automobile industry, I think it has helped improve the sale of small cars that have lower consumption.
Okay, that's great. Now, still staying with the COVID, back in before COVID, looking at how people used to do business in the auto industry, people expect customers to walk into their garages and buy cars. But I think another opportunity that the COVID also presented is the sale of cars online. It came to also help a lot of dealers to sell online. And how did you do that?
The online?
Yes, please.
Okay, I personally have sites that I post my cars on.
Okay.
And I think it has come to help a lot. Because here is the case where someone moves from Papa to buy a car here. We also, how did you see the car? It's online. And in as much as there are fraud, people post cars they don't even have access to, and all this kind of stuff. The online car sale, I think, should be improved. It should be improved, because there is no system that checks the posting of cars online. All they know is for you to post your car and pay. As for whether the car is for you or not, or you have access to the car or not, that is not a factor they consider. And going forward, I think so many measures must be put in place. Because people use this online to create a lot of problems, solve some of the issues Jonathan were not able to solve. And then we can have a good automobile industry going forward.
That's very incredible. Now, we've been able to challenges within the industry. Now let's look at the future. are some of the opportunities there? Okay. Of course, this is still Automotive Drive live here on Autofocus, and I'm having great conversation with Mr. Andy AMOAH AMPAW right here on the show. In the meantime, you can simply be a part of this conversation. Bring in your comment. A very big shout out going out to Miss Abakweni, of course, and also going out to Mr. Money. Yes, Mr. Money, special shout out going out to you as well. You can simply watch the show live on social media handles as well. We have great conversation earlier with regards to the challenges and of course some of the opportunities the automotive industry presents, and Mr. Andy AMOAH AMPAW has been able to outline some of the challenges facing the industry, and he had already mentioned the likes of import duties. He has also mentioned the likes of car theft and a whole lot. And I believe that going forward or moving forward, we'll be able to come to a full agreement to work together to ensure that some of these issues are being resolved collectively. Yes, collectively, I believe that we can be able to resolve most of these challenges. This is still Automotive Drive on Auto Afric TV, and we are live on our Facebook page. You can simply be a part of this show by sending in your messages, your comments. If you have any questions to ask as well, you can also do that as well. In the meantime, once again, this show is proudly supported by Prime Automobile Company Limited, your #1 car plug in Ghana. Of course, your #1 car plug in Ghana. Whatever car that you want to use, whether for your personal use, whether for business, whether for church, please, whatever it is, just come to Prime Automobile Company Limited, located on the Malam Kaswa Highway, just after broadcast, before you get to the toll booth. You can just find them just closer to the lake. It has a very beautiful view as well. So in the meantime, you can come by, and of course you can simply get yourself a brand new or maybe or a used car or a second-hand car, whatever car that you want, luxury car, car for Uber, car for taxi. They're all available at Prime Automobile Company Limited. Once again, you can call them on 0247 645 564. Yes, you can call them on that line and you can be able to get Prime Automobile Company Limited. You can also follow them on Instagram, on Facebook, and you can simply connect with them and have business deal with them. So they have the best deal in town. I must say they have the best deal in town. So what are you waiting for? Are you a garment worker? Do work for yourself. That you need a safe ride, you need a good car to move, then you have to come to Prime Automobile Company Limited. When it comes to the price of cars, I must say that they are very moderate. They are very, very moderate, that you can simply get them live to do business with them and make sure that you can get the best of cars right here right here at Prime Automobile Company Limited. And of course, the show is also brought to you by Totachi. If you want the best lubricant for your engine, of course you can also get Totachi. Okay, you can also simply get Totachi live, you can also get Totachi to do that work for you. And also this show is also supported by VoomRide, the newest ride hailing service in town, and later on I'll be telling you more about VoomRide and Prime Automobile Company Limited. Yes, Mr. Andy has joined me again, and of course we'll be wrapping up very soon. He has also been able to mention out some of the opportunities the car industry presents, and we will later delve more into the opportunities later on the show. Now, Mr. Andy, welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes, so looking at some of the opportunities the car industry presents, just as Ghana automotive industry is growing, there are a lot of potentials that are in the industry. With regards to these potentials, what do you think government can do to ensure that all these potentials can be unearthed or can be unlocked within the system?
First of all, I think there should be a little bit consideration on the duties of the cars.
Okay.
Of course, you know, these duties have a long way to affect the prices of the cars when we clear them. So if the duty is well structured, whereby we pay reasonable duties for some cars, I think the prices of the cars will also come down for, you know, ordinary Ghanaians to be able to purchase. Understand?
Okay, that's great. And aside that, government has made what we call the Ghana Automotive Development Policy, which seeks to shape the auto industry in Ghana. Now, when you read the policy, from my view and other people's views, like the policy seeks to help the expatriates, the likes of Toyota Ghana, the likes of but how does this policy also help the indigenes who import or who are also into the car industry or the automotive industry?
Well, I think in every society there should be governed more or less like a system or a constitution or something that really makes it rule or run its activities day in, day out. So I think with the policy the government is trying to come out with, it's just a policy that will help us know what we want to do, how and the processes involved in terms of automobile and other stuff, you understand? Yes. And also I think it also comes out to help us to deal with each other, and how to address certain issues when they come up. Just like the way recently luxury tax was introduced, and I think with the help of our card legislation chairman and other executives, we were able to boycott it, and today it is no more. So if there are policies that we follow and we know this is what we are doing, anything that comes that is not in contravention with what we are doing, or is in contravention with what we are doing, we will definitely not make it work, and we will fight for the better for an ordinary Ghanaian to have a benefit. But everything that we say or do will go a long way to affect the ordinary Ghanaian. You understand? Yeah. So I think that is how we will all help each other going forward.
Okay. And of course, these are the words of Mr. Andy AMPAW, the Chief Executive Officer of Prime Automobile Company Limited. Now, bringing our conversation with regards to the auto review, the auto industry review segments to a close, let's look at this. What is your dream Ghana automotive industry?
What's
your dream? How do you picture the Ghana automotive industry, like in terms of your dream? What do you want to see maybe the next 10 years?
Oh, of course. I want to see an industry whereby, like other countries, we have a good system and structure in place, whereby we are able to sell cars, buy cars without difficulties. You see, Ghana as a country don't normally support high purchase in terms of, unlike the Western world, whereby you can pay a deposit and the rest will be spread for you for like a year or two or three. Ghana, we individuals are into this automobile industry. I will go and bring my car. I don't expect somebody to come and give me a deposit and spread the rest within 1 year. It means indirectly my capital is being misused, or I won't see the effort of the capital I'm having. So I think going forward, and we will have to have a system whereby we can all buy cars easily. Two, we can sell cars easily. There can be a mechanism in place whereby all garages have a centralized system. We input all the cars we have. When the buyer needs a car, the buyer goes to this system, pushes the car. The system shows the buyer the garage of where the car is. He or she walks straight to the garage and buys the car without difficulties. And also there can be systems in place whereby and the union, it has to be the union. We have to work very hard, because honestly government has a lot to do, and we as a union will also have to fight harder to do more for ourselves before the government can come in to help us. So I think we as a union must work hard, make sure we have policies, programs and systems in place whereby we can deal easily with our clients. You understand? Yeah. So I think going forward, a lot must be done. A lot must be done. So much more we get it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And of course, this has been the auto industry review segment on the show. This is Automotive Drive, and we are bringing the show to a close. What will be your final words?
Oh, first of all, thank you for the opportunity, and to pray that the automobile industry gets to a level where we all wish it gets to, and with the help of God and hard work, we know with time we will get to wherever we want to get to by the grace of God. So let's just hope and pray for the best, and encourage everyone to purchase their cars from Prime Automobile and get good deals in office.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So just as you've mentioned Prime Automobile, I wanted to use about 2 to 3 minutes to tell viewers what entails at Prime Automobile Company Limited, and how they can also get you.
Sure. Prime Automobile is just a subsidiary of Prime Group.
Okay.
We have Prime Shipping. We do shipments from Dubai to Ghana within 45 days. And any car you want to buy, when you contact us, we can get it for you at a very reasonable price. We help in the clearance of car and all other stuff. We also deal with car rentals. When you need a car to rent, a saloon car, an SUV, a family car, any car at all, we have it here at our disposal. Self-drive and personal drive too as well we have. And we have cars here for sale. We sell cars, we rent cars, we do a lot of things with regards to cars. We recommend servicing of cars and maintenance of cars to, distinguish mechanics to work on. And finally, we do tourism. We are into tourism. We provide packages for families to go and to tour in Dubai and stuff. So basically the 4 things that we do here. So we are hoping viewers and all who get information with regards to this video will patronize our products.
So if you can put your contact out there.
Sure. We are 0247 864 564. 0247 864 564. And we are 0244 242354. Those are our numbers that we have here.
All right, Mr. Andy, I really appreciate you for your time. And of course, this has been the Auto Industry Review segment on the show live on Auto Afric TV. And of course, same time tomorrow you come your way with this segment and have a very great month. As the month of March has come, and we have to grab every opportunity that comes our way. Let's take action, and we will succeed. Have a good day.